Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Carson Wentz and the Indianapolis Colts taking on Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts. And now time to check into the action as this offense tries to see if they can put a drive together here early in this first quarter. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Titans, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now Wentz finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On the handoff, it's Mack. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Mack to get it again on 2nd down. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Titans set to take over behind their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early.
And now early on in this one, we get our first look at this offense. They begin the drive with a grab with Mack. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. On the give, this is Mack. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mack. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Marlon Mack. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. On 4th down, Joe Judge makes the decision. They're going for it. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he's going to have the 1st down here, but hold on. As there's a flag on the field, and I think someone got held. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. No score as of yet. Defenses have ruled here into the 2nd quarter. But here's another 3rd down situation to check in on. On 3rd down, it's Mack. And he will have the 1st before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
A 3rd and 4 situation coming up inside the red zone as this defense looks to halt the drive right here. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So they just got the ball off the interception. Now can this offense take advantage? Great field position, 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Time to hop in as his defense will need to make a red zone stop, starting with his 2nd and 4. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Witt's going to give this to Taylor and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. But he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. Here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run for it. It's Mack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the
Trouble certainly brewing for this defense after that last play, as now they'll need to defend a 1st and goal from the 5. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball.
And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive.
Well, points have been hard to come by in this one, and it's the third quarter. Defenses have reigned supreme. Can the defense reign supreme once more on third down? Let's find out. Back to throw, Tannehill. He's got the tight end Ferkser right side complete. And he will have a Titans first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter, and we have both a 1st and 10 and a red zone alert as this defense looks to stem the tide here. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So we have a red zone alert. Tie game, fourth quarter, very likely a deciding moment in this contest. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down at 4. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. Tannehill now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. All right, this offense has made its way into the red zone as they're set up with a 1st and 10 just inside the 20. First and 10, Taylor now. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his...
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's been a tight game throughout, and it remains that way as we pick up the action in the fourth quarter. Second down, it's Mack. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Michael Gallup, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the fourth.
This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like they're...
So the picture becoming pretty clear here. The defense just looking for a stop because a touchdown, and they would trail on the scoreboard. They're hoping to preserve this slim one-score lead. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
3 yards remain for second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And his throw is incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Tannehill.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 19. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Powering forward. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Tannehill to throw. Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end. And the Titans are going to have themselves a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at about the 7-yard line.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle. So they're ready.
Oh, no, they lost the football.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
They go right back to Mack. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On third down, a run by Mack. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Mack. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for Indianapolis, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.